Hello, my friends. Today, I want to guide you into a little meditation to start connecting with and embodying. I don't know if that's the right word, to just really start feeling the experience of I am. I'm talking a lot about it, and I want to make it so that it becomes real in your experience and not just something you believe or hear somebody talk about. I think really getting connected back to I am is probably one of the most important things we can all do when you really realize what it is, who you are, that is actually who you are. So let's do that. Uh, it takes time. If you don't have time to do it right now, you may just pause it and come back later. But let's just focus on the only thing that is real in existence. Even though we may not be aware of it, at least consciously, that doesn't mean that it isn't there. What we can experience through our five senses, see, hear, taste, touch, and smell, is where we actually start directing our attention away from I am, even if we turn it inside into our body. We're still not grounded in it, settled in it. So let's close our eyes and take some deep, nice, relaxing breaths as an invitation to go inward and leave the world behind for a moment if you can. And if you can, try just to click off the button for the brain with the mind, the thoughts, if possible. See if you can turn away from that monkey mind and just for a moment focus on your breath. Letting the in-breath come all the way down into your belly. And as you do that, you notice that your belly expands. And then on your exhale, it collapses again, falls back into itself. So we just do that to start out so that you can really bring yourself present in your body. The breath into the belly, into the body. Just take another few breaths so you can really feel and experience yourself inside of your body. And here, you might get a sense of familiarity as the person that you have been identified with most of your life, if not all of your life. So as you're inside of your body, inside of your belly, just notice What is familiar about being you? That is your name, your gender, your age, the familiar emotions, familiar thoughts. We're not trying to change anything or get rid of anything. Right now, I just ask you to become familiar in a more conscious way with who you call yourself, you, right? Your name. It's like, this is me. And then just feel, what is that experience? What is that experience of being you? See if you can notice any sensations or thoughts, memories, past experiences that are still with you in a certain way. You might notice that there are body sensations. Maybe there's pain or tension, emotions that you know that are always there when you tune into yourself. Very familiar emotions. There might be a heaviness, a fear, a rage, something that is familiar to you. So we're just going to go in now and explore who you take yourself to be, who you believe is you. Take a breath into that experience. You might even get a sense of like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. I know that one really well. I think we all have some of that. So just connect with that. We're not going to try and tell it that it's wrong or good or any. It's just like, wow, yeah, I know myself to be like that. And there might even be an overlay of, but I don't like that. Or there might be an overlay that's like, yeah, I really like myself. Just let yourself feel all that. Feel where in the body you find yourself easily. So you're just really getting a more conscious image of you. And then I want to just for a moment now ask you to imagine that you're standing in front of a big, big mirror where you can see your whole body, not just your face or the upper part, but just your whole body as the one that you are also so very familiar with, right? You're standing there at a little bit of a distance and you see yourself the way that you see yourself, and you'll say, yeah, yeah, that's me. Mm-hmm. And then again, notice, are there any feelings or thoughts, beliefs that go with that, such as, oh, I don't like my nose, or, I like my hair, or anything. Again, there's no trying to change anything. We're just kind of getting a sense of who you take yourself to be and noticing it. It will give you a sense that says, like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, there I am. I can see myself in the mirror. I can feel myself in my inner, in my emotions, in my bodies. And I can hear myself in the thoughts. So here you are standing, looking into that mirror with that whole image called you, your name, the one that you know so well. So just really look into the mirror, just see what you see, feel what you feel, notice what you notice. There's no right or wrong in this, there's just, here it is. And then again, feel your body, let yourself really embody the sense of self, about yourself that you have. And be more familiar with it as we're doing this exercise this very moment. So you can really go like, yeah, that's all me. And then as you're still looking into the mirror, notice that there's a big, dark curtain falling right down in front of the mirror, that you can't see yourself anymore. You can't judge what you see anymore, because now it's just nothing. It's just dark. So that whole image that you had about yourself this moment is gone. The identity with your name is not here anymore. So that whole little exercise where you felt it and thought it and let it just really show itself, that's gone now. But there's still something here, isn't there? There's still something left. There's still something that can hear my voice. There's still something that can see in front of you if you opened your eyes. You don't need to, but there is still something left in or as you, without that whole image, without that whole sense of self, sense of this is who I am. There's something left. And I want you to just do your best to kind of sense what that is. It's not like a test that you need to come up with an answer. It's an invitation to be curious about what is still here without that image, without your name, your memories, without your body, without your thoughts. Something is still here. So just try and bring your attention with a curiosity. This is a place to be curious because this is not something the mind can tell you what is. This is where you open up with a curiosity to whatever sensation or sense that you have of what is left here without the identity. Just do your best to sense into that. If you don't get an answer or clarity, don't worry about it. This can be an ongoing inquiry where you just go like, wow, yeah, what is this that is still here when I'm not identifying with my name and everything that goes with that? My whole past, my projected future, everything that goes with that. Is it possible to just drop it for a moment and then be curious? Be curious in your heart. Let yourself open up as if letting this experience that is still here without your identity. So open up with a curiosity so it can let you know, can show you what it is, what it is. This thing that is left, this is what we call I. I am. We use that word all day long, and it's coming from this experience that is left without the identity. So maybe you can gently just say, I, as you feel what is left. Now just say I and just see if there's some kind of a connection with I and that experience, the pure experience of your being that is here without the identity. That's behind the curtain, it's gone. But I am still here. I am. You can gently just say inside, I am. And let that kind of reverberate out as an energy or as a presence. So you can just sense it maybe a little more when you say I. And you can see it goes deep down inside of you. It's not something out here in your senses. It is something that is much deeper. And it's just there. So just breathe into that sensation if you are able to. It may take a little time for some of us to kind of connect back with that. We have been so identified with that mirror image and with everything that goes with it. So just bringing it back to here. I am. And notice what happens when you just let yourself rest there without anything needing to happen, without you trying to figure out what it is. It will reveal itself to you, to us all. The more we just sit there like an open portal in the sensation, if possible, and just with an open, curious heart. So, this presence that you are, that I am, the same I am in you and in I, there's only one. I am. So don't put anything behind it. Leave all these identities out there and just see if you can spend more and more time with a curious heart, with a curious attitude. It's not a mental thing. I am. It's not up here. It is a felt sense experience that is not coming from from the five senses. So there needs to be an open, willing curiosity to let that sensation that is left without your identity, to let that come to you. And the more open and curious and welcoming we are, we're kind of making space for itself to show us. Now I'm going to say what it is, but it basically is what I am in your own experience. This is a wonderful way to go into a meditation and just sit there silently, allowing that sensation of I or I am to inform you what I am in your experience. Feel free to stay in that inquiry right now as long as you want, as often as you want. We're going to come to a close here on this little video, but you can go back anytime as long as you need that guidance until it just feels more natural, where you start getting a sense of I am. And then you can just start hanging out there more as you walk around in your life. Always one part of you kind of resting inside, looking out through your eyes, hearing through your ears. It's just you start noticing that it's just a very inner experience of who you truly are that cannot be explained. It can only be experienced. So I want to invite you to spend some time there and explore it if there is a curiosity in you. And feel free to report back by commenting or sharing. Thank you so much.